we installed already Suse Linux on this computer, and this is the first time we are logging in to the root. Now we see we already told what our password is supposed to be, and we are already in. Now we went through all the steps that we need to do to install the virtual machines and so on, but initially just give us a simple, preview of, you're here. What are the tools you have available? What are the tools you usually use? And what are useful tools here? First of all, obviously, you have Firefox.
Yeah.
That works practically like anything else.
Chrome,
Yeah.
Browser, the files.
The files that you can look at your files. This is like a Windows Explorer drag and drop.
Right.
Yeah, okay. And then we let's look at the setting of the computer. If I want to look at the setting of the computer, I go to Just. And let's look at the the network setting of this computer just to see how to do that.
Das ist what I want. Das 2. Oh, war dann jetzt zu viel Just hier drauf. Ist doch. Und Just Network, warum ist das jetzt so viele Tools? Ich wollte eigentlich die Übersicht.
Wir haben we installed too many stuff here. Okay, but
not sure. Warum sagt er mir nicht viel mehr? Will ich hier gucken? Ja.
Okay. So
is the control
just a
center.
Yes,
Yeah.
not Yes 2, just a Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Obviously, the software that are installed, and then let's start.
The important things.
Yeah, what are the most important thing here to make it work in a network environment?
On system, the network settings.
Okay, system network setting.
And the partitioner to.
Yeah, let's go to the network setting. Let's look at that quickly. It's loading the. Okay, it is on a bridge. The name of the bridge and network mask. That this is the IP of this computer
Linux host.
Of the Linux host.
Yeah.
It's using this one.
Genau.
But not the.
It's included in the bridge.
But this one is not included in the bridge. The wireless. How would we include that in the bridge if we wanted to do that?
Yeah, we can go to edit of the bridge, edit bridge, and say bridge devices also this one.
Okay, done. Excellent. Good. So now let's go global options and just explain to me overview. Obviously here we see it has enabled IPv6 and so on. Overview.
It's not really important. It's also default.
Host name
and the host name, the DNS servers.
So
names.
And then routing.
And routing is important to route to other networks. Internet also.
Practically, this is the IP address of the router.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go to edit there, and here you see that that's really just all what you need. Just the gateway IP address. Okay, very good. Thank you.
It's normally the only route you need. It's a static route table. You can make special routes to other networks via other routers.
Okay, so let's go now.
Cancel the network.
So you said that is important. The partitioner is important. We made a video about that in previous one. What are more other tools that you use often here?
You can see the host
name. That if you want to change the host name, certainly user and group management is important.
Also here directly access to the create virtual managers.
Yeah.
What is that? That's the same when you start a virtual manager and go create new machine.
Okay.
And that's a problem after installing.
Okay. So it's not automatically there.
Yeah.
So
you also see it when we try to start the virtual machine manager, we become the same error because the libvirt daemon is not running.
So we have to start the libvirt daemon.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So
you go to the
terminal.
Terminal. Okay.
And here is system control. So you can have the status of libvirt. Must have a look on the error message again. Because told me the libvirt daemon. I think it was. We'll find it. Libvirt d. Also on Linux, you can search when you know the start of something, lib, and you can use the tab, and he makes
suggestion. Okay.
And again tab, and he said, okay, that's all possible. I know libvirt d. D stands normally for daemon.
So
point.
Daemon for a Linux machine is practically a background program service, like on Windows service, service for.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also see it on Linux in the end.
Okay.
And we see it's inactive stat. It's not started, and that's the problem why
so
it
how do we
work.
activate the libvirt daemon?
So
System
CTL. We can
start libvirt d service.
So,
and now it's running.
Yeah.
So and
page up.
Okay.
And we go look, and now it's running.
Now it's running. So you don't have to do it again. You
we do it. I will first show that it works now. Now you see you can start it. You can start create new virtual machine, and it works.
And now we can actually copy that to from a different machine here.
Yes.
Okay. So
and start it here.
But what else do we need to do?
Now we only started manually. On the next reboot, it will not start.
Yeah, let's go and make it sure that it always starts.
So
system.
And we can ask, also wir können fragen, ob es gestartet wird beim nächsten Systemstart.
So we can check if it is on the list of the daemon to be started at the beginning of the when computer boots up.
Yeah, and we
so
use
system
is
CTR
enabled.
is enabled. Libvirt sys service.
And we see it's disabled. It's a question. Is it
a question. Is it enabled? No, it's not enabled. It's
Okay.
disabled. So we need to.
But we want that it will on every start enable, and we say enable. And then we ask again, is enabled? And now is enabled.
Enabled. Okay.
On
So
the next Windows start, on the next Linux start, it will.
Is there a graphic way of do the same thing, or I know
Surely.
shell, for people who do this always with the shell, this is the most efficient way of doing that. But I'm sure there is so let's go
Perhaps,
back. Practically,
yeah.
you need to go to shell, and then practically all you need to do is put this in. That this is to ask if it's enabled or not. But this is actually the command line
to enable.
To enable it. That next time, every time
you
you
can
boots
say
up.
disable if you don't want that it start.
Yeah. No. Well, obviously, this is all you need to do.
Yeah.
To go to a shell.
If you don't want, no, you can always say no. System CTL and help, and you
It
become.
gives you the obviously help always gives you the options. Now, let's go back there to how you started the terminal one more time. Activities.
How I started. So okay,
Yeah.
well, close it because
Activities. Just put
only search for terminal.
terminal.
Yeah.
Okay. What about shell? Would the shell be the same or terminal?
That's the
and shell?
same.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. That you and then you can.
If you want another, you can here use the plus. And
I see. You can have multiple shells from the same windows. Very good. Okay.
Or
Now
here,
this
new
is
window if you want a new window.
Now this is ready to get the file from a different computer like that. What we just did, like remote desktop 02. To copy this here and do the same process that we did with the other computer.
Yeah, we can
this
copy
is ready.
directly our network. Also, we can also copy our network now.
Over network. Okay, you want to show me how you do that?
We can also
Can you
make a connection to the other server with
do that?
SSH.
SSH.
And we say we want to connect to
that was
the
7
IP address.
Yeah, that was 7.10. This is 7.20.
Yes.
Correct. Okay, so we are connected.
Oh, yes, it's German. So yes, and good. We need a root password to access.
Wrong
password.
practically you're
And now
you are
connected.
terminaling
Yeah.
from this computer, which is 02 to 01. Now you're in 01. How do you copy now that data?
Yeah.
It was in the under where libvirt, or where was it exactly?
Yeah, it
Where
was
did it-
under, we have a look on this computer. Libvirt,
Yeah, that was where it was. So
So, jetzt weiß ich bloß nicht, was gestartet. We have a look which virtual machines are started on the other computer. We can also have, without virtual machine manager, a tool on the console with SR list. And we see only one machine is running at
on the other
moment.
computer.
Yes.
Yep, yep.
Yes.
So, but we wanted to get that 02. Let's get that 84 gigabyte 02 file copied to this machine.
Which?
That is, that we have this.
Also from the second machine,
yeah.
virtual machine. Okay, we do this. It was
CD.
here, right?
This, yep, this.
We have a
the
look.
one.
Where is the source? So
that's
So
02.
this,
Yep.
this we want, okay. Normally I close the connection, go back to this one and go to the path I want
So
to
now
copy it.
now we are on our computer here.
Yes, I'm back, yeah.
Yeah.
With Control D I can close the session and I'm back to my old computer. So this. Do we have any drivers here? Oh, matches, I forgot. Okay. It's empty. Yes, let me have a look if we have enough space. Huh?
Okay. We mounted all the drives, all the hard drives here, so we should have enough.
Ah, we
remember
mounted
we did that?
on
we
the
did
root
that
here.
on
huh?
the root.
Okay, it's another possibility.
Yeah.
It's other mount point
Okay.
on the other machine. We have directly mounted here. If we want, we can make a link.
Now let's just copy it here for now and see how see. I just process of copying over the
Okay.
So-
Then we start to copy. I change to
01. Yeah, let's go
have
to
we
01.
SSD? No, HD 01. Okay.
No, this one.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was the
know.
other.
Yeah, it's the same process. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Okay.
And
Okay.
there's nothing there. It's empty. We
Here,
just
yes.
created it.
Yes. You have a look. Empty. Okay. Then many tools to copy over
For-
network.
for over
I
the network.
normally use AirSync.
Then
So with special parameters. So that's for files, KUKA files that different virtual size and real size. Yeah. Sparse files also known as sparse. Archive SAVR, I know here. Recursive, it's for only for one file you don't need it, but with recursive you can copy a
Subfolders.
folder and
Subfolders.
all subfolders. And normally I every time use the same thing. And I want to see what happens, how long it's the speed. So I said progress.
okay.
So and then the source. So the source is the server, and we use the IP address. It's more secure, so it was 10. So upsala, English. So yeah, I found it. So also that's the IP address of
Okay.
the source server, and then we go
And
to
that colon here is important, right? Colon
Yes,
slash.
good.
Okay. Go.
and
variable.
then it's the
Then,
path from
yeah,
the
the
root.
var-
Var
and,
lib
libvirt.
wird
Okay.
images. It was data 01. I
Yeah.
think.
And then the name was. You have to go up.
Remote Linux 01. What do we want? 2.
02.
Yes.
That count.
Oh, I don't know.
Let's go.
Something like this. Where's Stern?
We can
Where's
go-
Stern? No, we don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got it.
We know the rest. It's
So
a start. It's okay.
Start, like in any other database, means anything that has this and then
Yes.
with other
Yeah.
things that's going on there.
Okay. And on the second, Ziel, the target.
The target.
Yeah.
The target is
Yeah.
dot for home.
This.
For home of this computer.
This
okay?
point we are now standing.
Where we are
at,
right now.
yeah.
Okay.
And enter.
And
Okay.
then
We need
obviously
a
need
password. Yeah.
And now it's starting to copy.
our network.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it actually.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.